£77,000, and Ronnie O'Sullivan returning to action. Of course, he's playing a more limited schedule these days, so far this season he played in Shanghai, the beginning on the greatest of them all. As he attempts that initial part, Alan McManus alongside me, I guess, from lulians, and he's...
Yeah, just caught the wrong red. So, this is a good chance for Julian to open his account.
Oh dear. He was stretching a little.
Thank you. One.
Of course, now based in Dubai, so he's travelled to the UK for. He played terrifically well. Of course, the two maximums was the highlight. He came back in the final from 7-2 down, but played some very good stuff that week.
$17.
Just looking at the table, actually, that red near the bulk. Let's hope he
25.
maybe gets that far, but...
October. But he said something afterwards that was quite telling. He said, you know, he'd watched other players, mate, as I say, want to be part of. And worth saying as well, first one in Xi'an, of course, it's only the second year here.
So that puts paid to
41.
Another maximum for now.
Continue towards it there, because of course there is the big
47.
financial bonus if you make two in the Triple Crown and Saudi. So it looks like it's going to cost him quite dearly in this opening frame.
55. $63.
Yeah, so frame ball. Early signs his cue ball,
71.
as it normally has been down the years, has been magnificent. And this contribution, he's played it. He's had the cue ball pretty much perfect every shot.
8. 79.
Well, it's been just over stepping away. What a wonderful start. Looks very relaxed.
85.
And that's the thing, I guess, these days, because he doesn't play in everything, you know, when not just going through the motions.
92. 93.
So Boiko had the initial red. O'Sullivan has made a century. 1,301.
401. $107. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 100.
So in no time at all, Ronnie O'Sullivan takes the opening. Well, it's the 6th ranking event of this evening. It's the 7th event in total, and in the previous 6, not only have all the winners been different, all the finalists as well. And in fact, that extends back into last season. Round. Oh, now he's miscued. Oh, hang on. Well, I don't think he wants this in, does he? Look where the cue ball is.
Floor early on in the tournament. There you go, just a wee bit short.
Foul. And a minute.
Terrific pot, hampered over the green. So every...
7.
But like a lot of players, especially obviously the young ones, it's shot selection. I know we always go on about it, but it's...
Well,
Six.
Yeah, good pace, good shot. That's okay. Again, that's just his cue ball.
just to say the winner of this match plays Yao Peng Cheng, who was the last 1-2-8 flat draw event he won. So the tournaments he's been winning tend to be the more elite field, you know, the big money events, obviously.
请大家留意一下自己手中的包装纸或者塑胶袋，然后在球员打球中间不要发出声音，这样会影响的。
Cue Ronnie lately. That's a tough shot. Playing it with a flicker left-hand side, but in it goes.
Here at a tournament, really wants to be here.
8. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 13. One.
This.
One. Lulian Boiko, 1.
But a half ball pink to release the two together.
1.
So it's not that easy to figure out a way of getting to them. Nice and straight on the red. Yeah, it's just about.
15. $21.
Yeah, just thinking there. Won't be doing it.
28. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 34.
and maybe meet the black if he can. That's what he tried. Well, he's got second prize, but he has left the yellow, so... But handled no problem.
Yeah, very different to the first frame where he made a 6. Of course, he made his first maximum at the English Open. We'll keep an eye on that for you. It's interesting, actually. There used to be I think for a couple of seasons, there was a potential prize. If there were 20 in total in the season, the players who made them shared $1 million. But Boiko needs to tighten up on this table, doesn't he? His safety chances that have come along, he hasn't really taken much from them. So O'Sullivan, the pressure, and able to play his own game, because he started so well with the century. Yeah, pretty comfortably in the end.
18.
So Ronnie O'Sullivan in control. Boiko, as I say, needing to just cut out the O'Sullivan 2-0 up here, and good value for that. It's not really been pushed yet. That's why I said at the time when...
Foul. Enemies. Ronnie.
O'Sullivan just... His fellow class of 92 member Mark Williams is 2-0 up already against Xiao Xinhao.
Yeah, good pot through the gap. Now, yeah, well played. And that'll do nicely. Good shot. If the black's on, it's a...
6. $14. $19.
Having to trust to a bit of luck, and he's had plenty. Yeah, that's better. The way he played it was all...
You say a chance to just establish himself in this match. It's a bit crowded, isn't the province? Home, of course, of the Terracotta Warriors as well. In fact, the Warriors...
32.40.
And it opens up those two together. Good shot. Yeah, that's okay. But he just fallen it. You know, just about there in terms of winning. Interested. So that's good. That's this one, the plant. Yeah, again, all right, the Reds be able to get out for a colour. Well played.
Six. $14. $22.
Well, yellow on the cushion gave Boiko some hope in the last frame. And that's what he'd be pinning his hopes on right now in this one.
$28.
Pink and black. Off the shred.
34.
It's the low black. About perfect to just glance this yellow. Oh, he just got it a wee bit thick. Does feel like a must win this now for Lulian. But immediately in trouble.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 41.
That'll do for now. To back heel this if he wants to. Yeah. And got the cover again. The yellow safe. No, he just got to push that to the side cushion, the yellow there. He's got it above it.
2.
Yeah, the disappointment. He's had a lot of chances. First frame, okay, O'Sullivan made the century, but the chances have been there. Again, just few unforced errors, particularly in the safety side of things.
14.
the chances that he has had and the mistakes that he has made, because it has contributed to this scoreline. He's switched on in this match, really focused, and he is just 2 frames from winning it.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 1.
And he has been talking in the 3 more world titles, and it was quite interesting the way he explained it. He said, I probably won't win 3, I probably won't win 2, but I could win 1. And obviously that would get him to 8.
One thing I would allow is the players to basically tell the referee, be able to pick the cue ball up and say that's where it was.
Well, Alex Higgins, there was a time, wasn't there, where he used to lick it clean between frames. I think no one had the nerve to tell him not to.
Oh, that was a wide. So Lulian again getting plenty.
1. Lulian Boiko 5.
Feel it playing O'Sullivan with all the attention on a match like this.
1.
Don't really get it against anyone else, do you?
Ronnie O'Sullivan 6.
Ronnie taking advantage of the pockets not being as sharp.
Ronnie made a century and it just feels like he's going to get enough chances now, doesn't it, to win. He's got one here to potentially... despite not playing turn.
15.
Sonny Akani, of course, manufactured the cue he's using, and Sonny actually put a picture up ahead of this match. Now, Sonny's in the tournament. He plays tomorrow.
23.
So he's got his hands full. I know when, and of course, people were talking about the cue. Sonny Akani's inbox basically blew up. He had so many messages.
31. $39. $42. $43.
I think that is the main sort of objective. We know he doesn't play as often as, well, I think we would all like, but it's good to see him tuned in. Playing quite nicely, I think.
A big test ahead. If he wins this match, Yao Peng Cheng, but then Stephen Maguire has already won a tournament this season. He doesn't fear playing anybody, Ronnie O'Sullivan included, so not there yet.
65. 66.
As it is here, though, chance for a second century. And Boiko.
73. 74.
The 1,000th matches Mark Williams have played that many, the three of them. The class of 92, that's the year they turned pro. All still dealing out lessons, aren't they, to some of the...
85. 87. 90. 94. 99.
Well, despite not playing anywhere near as much, mention number 13 for the campaign. Unlucky for Lulian Boiko. He's not taken them. And Ronnie O'Sullivan, with the second century, goes to the interval just a front that won. Then Neil Robertson beat Ronnie O'Sullivan. This is his first match since. And it's going pretty well. 4-0. Looking now to kill this off with the players returning from the interval.
Yeah, I've been quite disappointed in Julian this afternoon. I know O'Sullivan, but it kind of strikes me that, you know, he's been around the pro game now 4 or 5 years, and more of a worry. You know, when you're young, especially, you know, as Dave said, turning pro at 14, he wasn't expected to. Deciding to track the one on the end cushion, but
Here's what the excitement's about. There is a match still to...
for them to go on. If all matches finish 5-4 and drag on a bit, then, you know, had a shower and freshen up and get ready for nothing. So yeah, keen to lack. But yeah, it's poor cue ball. its own spot. It's going to be tied up, yes, going on the pink, but with the pink weight, I actually think the spot is on its own spot. So good chance now.
12. Twenty.
It's a tough, and it's been tough,
28.
obviously, for Lulian coming from Ukraine. I think his dad was a big influence, wasn't he? He Federation, that is. But maybe not all the pocket. Let's see what he plays on. But again, it's a disappointing end. Always bound to get a good top players win. The other thing they always do is they make it difficult for you. Like that. It being so generous. But he's got to get it. And again, here's a chance perhaps for O'Sullivan, nothing easy.
Nine.
112. Today, can he find one more frame-winning visit, match-winning visit it would be?
17. Twenty-four. 30. 31. 39.
'But
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 46. One.
no, just again, all right. He hasn't left anything.
Wow. Boiko, 4.
They should.
That's beautifully done. That's a great shot. That'll go past the green to corner.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 6.
Heads on though. Yeah, well played.
1. lulian Boiko 1.
As I say, don't want suddenly 4-1, 4-2. Just extra mental reserves required. So he's really going to try. All sorts of cheering. It's a bit like being at golf. One of the cheers was for. He's beaten Zhao Jinhao 5-2. So O'Sullivan lays another snooker.
Foul. Enemies. Ronnie O'Sullivan 4.
It's on.
2.
Yeah, not perfect. But okay. That could go wrong, you would think. And that's match over. Hasn't been vintage O'Sullivan, but it hasn't had to be.
Start of the match, Boiko had a chance at a red in frame 1.
9.
Didn't get it. O'Sullivan made a century, and really since that moment, O'Sullivan has played as well as he's had to. He's had 2 centuries. He's looked very much dialed in, businesslike. He stay here in Xi'an this week, and I'm sure many of the audience would love to see that as well. His 1,000th match in a ranking event was a whitewash win.